I want to offer you a reframe today, and it might sting a little bit at first, but I promise it's actually really good news. You might not actually be stuck at all. You might be avoiding. And I know those can feel like the same thing from the inside, but they're actually very different. And knowing which one you are dealing with completely changes what you need to do next. So today we are going to talk about it. And I think by the end of this video, you are going to have a lot more clarity about why you have not been moving forward and what you can do about it. The difference between stuck and avoiding. When you are genuinely stuck, something external is in the way. You maybe don't have the resources or the information or the capacity or the access or the safety to do something. There is a real barrier between you and the next step. When you are avoiding, the path is available, but something internal is keeping you from taking the path. And that internal thing is usually fear. It's not laziness, it's not lack of discipline. It's fear. Fear that it might not work out, or maybe even fear that it will work out, and fear of what people might think of you, fear that if you really go for it and it fails, you won't be able to recover, or fear that wanting something different or something more means that there's something wrong with you because you've been told to not want more money or more freedom or more flexibility or whatever that fill in the blank thing is. So here is what avoidance looks like in real life. It looks like doing everything on your to-do list except for the one thing that actually matters, that one thing that's actually going to move the needle forward. It looks like researching for months, saving any reel on Instagram that could help you with your strategy. It looks like saying, I will start when things slow down, when I don't feel so overwhelmed or so busy, but then don't do anything to change that feeling of feeling overwhelmed and so busy. Knowing that somewhere deep down, things are not going to slow down. It looks like keeping yourself busy and somehow never moving forward to the goal that is closest to your heart. Maybe it's starting that business, start posting on social media. Maybe it's even having a garage sale or being better at reaching out to friends in your life. Does any of this sound familiar? Well, you're not broken. You are just human. And you are also ready. Otherwise, you wouldn't have clicked on a video called You're Not Stuck, You're Avoiding. Here's the part I really want you to hear. Avoidance is not a character flaw. We all do it, but use it as information. When you avoid something consistently, it usually means one of two things. Either it is not actually aligned with what you want, it is something you think you should want, or it matters to you so much that the fear of failing or the fear of being seen makes it feel impossible to move forward. And the second one, this is where most ambitious women live. The goals we avoid the hardest are often the ones we care most about. Fear is the body's natural way of protecting ourselves. Our brain and bodies want to keep us as comfortable as possible. And we know that pursuing goals is not comfortable. This is letting our fear win and never finding out if we will actually succeed at reaching our goals. But here is what it actually costs us. Every season we spend in avoidance is a season we do not get to spend in growth. Whew, sit with that one for a minute. Every season we spend in avoidance is a season we do not get to spend in growth. And the longer the pattern runs, the harder it becomes to trust ourselves with our own dreams. So here's what I want you to do. I do not want you to take massive action. Just a shift in how you are looking at this. First, name the fear underneath the avoidance. Not the practical reason you have not started, the real reason. Just write it down. I am afraid that ... and finish the sentence honestly. Then second, ask yourself this question. If I knew it was going to work out, would I start? If the answer is yes, then the barrier is fear. It's not capacity. And fear can be moved through. It does not have to disappear for you to begin. In fact, I have plenty of fear right now as I'm making this video, as I'm trying to launch my growth in seasons business. And then third, find your smallest honest step, not the step that requires the most courage, the step that requires just a little bit more honesty than what you've been giving yourself. Just one step in the time that you have, one decision to let this season be the one where you start. Just remember, you are not behind, you are not broken, you are not stuck. You've just been protecting yourself, and now I think you're ready to stop, or should I say, to start. Here's what I want to offer you as the next step, and it fits perfectly with what I just talked about. The Season Clarity Guide is a PDF workbook that helps you do exactly this in a structured and guided way. It helps you name what is actually happening in your life right now, identify the one thing that matters most in this season, and choose the first step that actually fits your real capacity. It is the difference between knowing you need to start and having a clear path to begin. It takes about one sitting to complete, and it is probably the most clarifying thing you can do after watching this video. The link is in the description below. And I created the Season Clarity Guide because it's the exact steps and questions I asked myself when I was postpartum and feeling really stuck in my own life. And the thing is, I wasn't necessarily stuck, but I did not see the opportunities in front of me. And answering these questions for myself really helped me move forward. I am so proud of you for watching this, for being willing to look at this honestly. This is the first movement, and it counts. In the next video, we are going even deeper, because before we talk about moving forward, I think we need to talk about something that often gets skipped over entirely, and it might be the most important conversation of this whole series. The next video, we're talking about identity, about what happens when the version of yourself that had all of those dreams starts to feel like someone that they used to know. If you've ever looked in the mirror in a busy season and felt like your old self did not quite fit anymore, your old patterns, your old routines just didn't make sense, well, I made this next video for you, and I'll see you there.